How's it going, everybody? This is Kyle from the UA Playbook, coming back at you with another deck profile. I'm going to be going over my second place blue Bleach Ichigo Rukia deck profile that I took to a Galaxy Busters local event out in Otisville, Michigan. With that being said, let's get into the deck profile. Alrighty, so starting off with the zeros, I ran 4 of the zero drop Rukia. It has a get trigger, add to hand, produces 1 energy. Also is a raid target. I also ran 4 of the zero drop Ichigo. On play, draw a card, then silent a card. Then it has a draw trigger, and there's actually, if you watched my first video, I found some more combos, and I can explain those later. As well as I did oopsies, and I didn't add I was running a 49 card list. Oops, I forgot to add another card. But that's been fixed now. But going on to the final 0 that we ran was 2 Zangetsu. So there's going to be some changes, obviously, with this list. He can be pitched, and he can make something with an Ichigo not be blocked by 3,000 or less, and he is an active trigger as well. That rounds out the 0 drops for the deck. Let's move on to the 1 drops. For the 1 drops, we ran 2 Kisuke Urahara. When he's played, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and you may reveal a non-infinity card to your hand, and if you do, you silent a card from your hand. Also has a draw trigger. Helps be able to find certain cards later on in the game. Very good. I used to run 3 of them. I cut them down to 2. Moving on to the 2 drops, I still run 4 of the Ichigo Kurosaki. Activate main, you can place 1 card from your hand to your sideline. If you do, this character cannot be blocked by 4,000 or less. So in combination with the Zangetsu, he can become essentially unblockable. Unless there's like a 5k or something. So, very good. Then I ran, going on to the other 2 drops that I ran 3 of the 2 drop Orihime, where when she gets sidelined by an Ichigo, one place from your hand, but into sideline. It doesn't have to be from an Ichigo, it could be from anything. You can make a blue, choose the 1 Ichigo Kurosaki in your field. This character cannot be chosen by your opponent's characters or trigger abilities until end of turn. To start of your next turn, my bad. And also has a draw trigger. Very good. So don't get it confused with triggers. I had a ruling check done. Even in life, it can still be affected. So just because you run into a special, it just specifically means characters cannot target the Ichigo. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's utilitarian at best. Then I run 4 of the color Orihime. When she comes down, you can bounce back a 2 energy or less to your hand, and then get a 2 energy card from your sideline to your hand. There's going to be a little combo that I'll explain a little bit as I go on, but as of right now, that's what she does, and she's your color trigger, so she chooses 1 target character and bounces it back with 3,500 or less to their hand. Then I run 3 Renji Obata. 2 action, 3 drop, 4k, nullify impacts. You may discard a card from your hand to restand the AP, and if you have a 2 energy, another 2 action character in the field, you can restand him. And he's got a get trigger. Very good. Very, very, very good. I can't emphasize that enough. You can slam him down turn 2, or on your turn 2 if you're going second. Very good. Then I ran 2 of the Rukia Kuchiki that generates 2 energy. When played, draw a card, then silent a card. Then if you have a character with 2 or more AP requirement, you just get to draw a card. Just helps you there, produces 2 energy, and is a raid target as well. Alright, let's move on to your 4 drops of the deck. I ran 4 of the Rukia Kuchiki. Oh my god, I can't say enough about this card. But when she gets raided, if on front line, she hits 1 character on your opponent's front line and switches it to resting. If there's a character with 2 or more base AP on your opponent's front line, switch it to resting. The chosen character remains set to resting until this character leaves the field. So, or the front line. So essentially, she's good in life because you can raid her on top of a Rukia and stun down something, maybe permanently, maybe not, just depends. But being able to stop an attack, as well as being able to get an attack off if you do it on your turn, very good. Phenomenal. Then I ran 4 of this Ichigo Kurosaki. He has 1 play. Choose 2 characters with 2,000 or more BP on your opponent's front line, and they get minus by 1,500. He also has an active main. Once per turn, place 1 Zangetsu or Getsuga card from your hand to the sideline. If you do, you get to draw a card. And then he also gets plus 1,000. And then when attacking, you get to draw a card as well. So there's a couple combinations you could do with that. Very good, though. Then I ran, to round off the characters of the deck, I ran 3 of the 4/2 action. Ichigo Kurosaki has an active trigger, so it can restand something if it can get plus 3k. But also when it gets played, you bounce something 4,000 or less BP on your opponent's front line to their hand. And then also activate main, you can draw a card and then discard a card. So it helps you filter, find things, bouncing things, having a 4k body, as well as keeping the 2 actions out on your front line. All right. Now let's move on to the specials. For Getsuga, I cannot pronounce the last part of it for the life of me. But yes, what this card does is you choose 1 character with 3,500 or less on your opponent's front line and sideline it. So in combination with the Ichigo here, you could possibly remove something. Or what you could do is you could pitch it off of him, making him a 5k, drawing you a card, and having him have double attack. Because you draw a card, place 1 to the bottom of your deck with this other effect, making him be able to swing essentially twice at 5k, netting you 2 cards. Very good. Then you play 4 of your final. Kind of have to, because you have a lot of 2 APers in this deck. I know that some people like to play only 3 or even less, surprisingly. But yes, in a deck where you're trying to play 2 APs, you need to, spending 2 APs on something, being able to get back your APs from a Bankai, very, very crucial. The final card that I ran is, his name is Zangetsu. So in my first run edition, I forgot to add the 3rd. I thought it was in the list, but it wasn't. But it is in here now, officially. So what this card states is you can draw 2 cards, and then, or if he's pitched away from an Ichigo Kurosaki, you get to draw another card. So that is it for the deck profile. I'm going to go into some combos with you. Alright, starting off with this very basic combo. You can do this during your first turn even. So you have his name is Zangetsu in your hand, and you have a 0-drop Ichigo. So the first card you're going to play down would be the 0-drop Ichigo, netting you to be able to draw a card from the top of your deck, and then you have to sideline a card. That's where he comes into play. You sideline him, drawing you another card. So that is one very nice little play that you could do. It just keeps on letting you draw cards. More of a later game, or even early on, depending on when it comes up, is the Ichigo Kurosaki with the Getsuga. Being able to swing for 5k twice, being able to net you not only just 3 cards, well, not just 1 or 2 cards, but 3 cards also when he swings. Very, very, very good, and it's very simple because you just have to activate his activate main, discard the Getsuga Jujutsu, draw you a card, then place 1 card underneath your deck, at the bottom of your deck. And then he's going to gain double attack, letting you draw. So you're going to draw from him, and then swing once, draw another card, swing a 3rd time, draw another card. So, well, swing a 2nd time, draw another card. So you're going to be able to swing 2 times at 5k and drawing you 3 cards. Very good. And as stated earlier, Zangetsu with this Ichigo. This Zangetsu states it cannot be blocked by 3,000 or more, or 3,000 or less. And this character cannot be, when you discard a card from him, this character cannot be blocked with 4,000 or more BP. So he basically becomes unblockable. Kind of a nifty little combo there. And the last one, where it's a little bit more thought processy and certain circumstances have to come into effect, is this little combo here. So you play down Orihime, you bounce back the Ichigo to your hand. You gotta have the AP to do it, but if you have the AP, it's great. Then you play back down the Ichigo, drawing you a card. The card that you also grab back from sideline is, his name is Zangetsu as well, because you bounce him back to your hand, and then you can grab back a 2 action or less to your hand. So, 2 energy or less back to your hand, not 2 action. So you bounce back his name is Zangetsu to hand, play down the Ichigo, drawing you a card. The card that you silent is his name is Zangetsu, drawing you another card. So yeah, those are some little combos that you could do with this deck. That being said, let's get into my pairings and rounds and how it all went down. Alright, for round 1, I played against Green GGO Sinon. My opponent was able to keep on sniping my 4-drop Rukias, but the problem was they'd always have the 4-drop Rukia in hand or something else like that, so I was able to just keep on stunning on his Kiratos or whatever was causing the havoc. As well as I don't think he had enough playtest against, so nothing wrong with the deck. Fantastic playstyle. Just I don't think he had enough playtesting around with the blue Bleach. Because there's times where he'd go Ultimate Hecate or Sinon into something else versus getting rid of the 2-action Ape here. So I got that win, and then we're going on to game 2. Played against a Bambiata deck. Very good. Surprisingly very good. If you haven't played that deck, give it a shot. My opponent was relatively new to it. It was his second game playing the deck. And felt pretty good because you couldn't revive things, so it stunned them down and you didn't have the removal. So I was able to just keep on things not being able to recur. Then we're going to game 3. I mean, you've already seen the first place list. My buddy Brad took first, and he was on Green Lancelot. I screwed up. I made an educated guess, and I thought, hey, I'm going second. I'm going to be able to draw a card. I have the 0-drop Ichigo in hand. I have, his name is Zangetsu as well. So realistically speaking, I'm like, okay, this feels pretty good. Well, it didn't work out so well. So Brad got the game. But yeah, so that is my blue Bleach, Ichigo, and Rukia deck. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, the UI Playbook is signing out.